For years, Carnival cruisers knew exactly what to expect. Affordable vacations packed with non-stop fun, lively entertainment, and a carefree vibe. Casino lovers especially appreciated the perks, from generous offers to exclusive tournaments. But something's changed. More and more loyal fans are saying it's just not the same anymore. Rising prices, food cutbacks, rowdier crowds, and declining casino benefits are leaving guests frustrated, feeling like they're getting less for their money. If you felt this way, you're not alone, and there may be a better option out there. Stick around and I'll share why so many cruisers are making a big change and where many of them are headed. Hey y'all, I'm Evan with Family at Sea, where we help make every cruise unforgettable. In today's video, we're diving into a growing trend that's caught the attention of cruisers everywhere. Loyal Carnival fans are seeking greener pastures that provide the experience they once loved about Carnival. I'll cover what's driving this frustration amongst Carnival's most devoted passengers, how changes in pricing, perks, and onboard experiences are playing a role, and an alternative that's winning over many longtime Carnival fans. So stick around as I reveal why Carnival cruisers are fleeing and what might be the right fit for your next cruise. If you're ready, I am. Let's go. Before we dive into why so many cruisers are feeling frustrated, it's important to first understand the types of travelers Carnival has historically appealed to and what has made it their cruise line of choice for all these years. Carnival has long been known as the fun ship line, drawing in a wide variety of travelers, and while not everyone fits into neat categories, there's really four types of cruisers who've traditionally loved sailing with Carnival. First, there's the budget travelers, those who have appreciated Carnival for their affordability, whether it's families on a budget or couples looking for an inexpensive getaway. Carnival has offered competitive prices, flexible payment options, and plenty of value for the cost. And then of course you have the party seekers. Carnival's lively, energetic atmosphere has made it the go-to for those who love themed parties, late night fun, and all-you-can-drink packages, or at least all most can drink. It's been especially popular with younger cruisers and groups celebrating special occasions. Then of course you have the casino enthusiasts. Carnival has catered to gamblers with generous casino perks like discounted sailings, onboard credits, and even exclusive tournaments. It's been a favorite for those who enjoy a little gaming during their vacation. Finally, you've got the family travelers. Carnival has been a staple for families thanks to its kid-friendly activities like water slides, mini golf, kids clubs, and even roller coasters, along with flexible dining options and family-oriented staterooms. Of course, not everyone fits perfectly into these categories. Some may see themselves in more than one, and there are always outliers who don't fit into any of these. But these groups represent much of Carnival's core audience, and understanding what they've historically loved about the cruise line helps us see why some are now looking elsewhere. If you've been on a Carnival cruise lately, you might have noticed that something's different. Many Carnival fans have found themselves asking, is it just me, or does Carnival not feel the same anymore? Let's break down exactly what's changed and why so many cruisers are rethinking their loyalty. Let's kick things off with a topic that's been frustrating for cruisers across the board: price increases. Now, I'll preface this by saying every cruise line out there has been seeing price increases, but Carnival cruisers especially have been feeling the pinch. Remember when Carnival used to give you a heads up before raising prices? It wasn't exactly generous, but at least you had the chance to plan ahead and lock in the current rates. Now, it's like saving up for months to buy something you've been eyeing, only to find out when you're ready to purchase that the price has gone up without warning. Drink packages, internet, specialty dining, spa services, it's all creeping up, and the lack of transparency is what really stings. For budget-savvy cruisers, this feels like a bait-and-switch moment, and it's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. Now, let's talk about food, because if there's one thing cruisers look forward to, it's the dining experience. Carnival's buffets and main dining rooms have always been central to that, but lately, something feels a bit off. In the main dining room, it's not just the missing tablecloths that have people talking, it's also the food quality. What used to be a standout part of the cruise now feels inconsistent. One night you're enjoying a dish worthy of applause, and the next you're left wondering if maybe the chef was experimenting. And then there's the Pizza Pirate, Carnival's go-to spot for late night cravings. The pizza there has been a fan favorite for years, but now it's cut off after midnight. For cruisers who know the joy of grabbing a slice at 1 a.m., this change feels like a letdown. If Carnival really understands its audience, they'd know late night pizza isn't just a snack, it's practically a tradition. Speaking of traditions, let's talk about the casinos, because for many Carnival fans, the casino experience is a big part of the fun. Carnival's casinos used to offer some of the best perks in the industry. Fun play credits, exclusive slot tournaments, and premier sailings that made loyal gamblers feel like high rollers. But now, those perks are disappearing faster than a winning streak. The $25 fun play credit for Diamond and Platinum members, gone. Slot tournaments, also gone. And the exclusive premier sailings, well, let's just say they're not what they used to be. For loyal casino players, it feels like Carnival is cutting back on the very perks that kept them coming back for years. When loyalty no longer feels rewarded, it's hard not to question if it's worth the gamble. And then there's the onboard atmosphere. Carnival has always been known as the fun ship, and for years that energy has been part of its charm. But lately, it started to feel a little unbalanced. The lively vibe that so many cruisers love has tipped into something that for some feels chaotic. Reports of rowdy behavior and onboard incidents have left families and cruisers looking for a mix of fun and relaxation feeling out of place. It's not that the fun is gone, it's just not the same kind of fun that appeals to everyone anymore. For longtime Carnival fans who cherish the balance of excitement and ease, this shift has been a tough adjustment. When you add it all up, the rising prices, the changes to dining and perks, and the shifting onboard atmosphere, it's easy to see why so many loyal Carnival cruisers are feeling frustrated. For years, Carnival was the cruise line that delivered incredible value and unforgettable experiences for all kinds of travelers. But now many are wondering if that same value is still there. And when you start comparing what you're paying to what you're getting, that question becomes even harder to ignore. So let's take a look at the numbers and see how Carnival stacks up against the competition. At this point, you're probably wondering, if so many longtime Carnival cruisers are feeling frustrated, where are they going instead? Well, one cruise line that keeps coming up is MSC. It's not hard to see why either. MSC offers many of the things people grew to love about Carnival in the first place. Affordable pricing, exciting onboard experiences, and that sense of getting real value for your money. For a lot of cruisers, it feels like the kind of experience Carnival used to deliver. But how does it actually compare? Let's break down the numbers and see why so many are giving MSC a try and why it might be the better fit for your next cruise. Guys, before we get any further into this, I am going to preface this. I'm not being paid by MSC. I'm not on any cruise line's payroll or receiving any sort of perks for this or anything like that. I'm simply looking at things objectively and offering an alternative for some of you that may be seeking one. So with that out of the way, let's get back to it. To make this comparison as fair as possible, I chose the Carnival Mardi Gras and the MSC Seashore. These two ships are similarly sized, they both launched in 2021, they both sail out of Port Canaveral, and they both offer 7-day Caribbean itineraries, making this a true apples to apples comparison. In fact, for this comparison, I looked at the Mardi Gras sailing on August 16th, 2025, and the Seashore sailing the very next day on August 17th, 2025. As of this video recording, here's how the prices stack up. For an interior stateroom, the Carnival Mardi Gras is priced at $1,890, while the MSC Seashore comes in at $1,340, a savings of $550. For an ocean view stateroom, Carnival costs $2,420 compared to $1,518 on MSC, a difference of a whopping $902. And for a balcony stateroom, Carnival is priced at $2,590, while MSC comes in at $1,692, a savings of $898. And then when you add in two popular extras, a drink package and Wi-Fi for two people, on Carnival this adds nearly $1,500 versus MSC where it's just under $900. So when you total everything up for a balcony stateroom with a drink package and Wi-Fi, on the Carnival Mardi Gras you're going to be paying just over $4,000 versus the MSC Seashore that's only $2,576. That's a difference of nearly $1,500 for a nearly identical cruise experience. With savings like that, it's no wonder why so so many Carnival cruisers are giving MSC a try. But it's not just about saving money. Let's take a look at what MSC offers beyond the price tag and why it's winning over longtime Carnival fans. Before we get into what makes MSC such an interesting option for Carnival cruisers, here's something to keep in mind. By liking this video, you're not only helping other cruisers, you're also making it easier to find more content like this when you need it. And subscribing, that's the best way to make sure you never miss a tip, review, or comparison that could take your next cruise to the next level. Now let's dive into why MSC is catching the eye of so many Carnival fans. So what exactly is it about MSC that's catching the attention of so many Carnival cruisers? Let's take a closer look. First, there's the overall atmosphere. MSC ships have a more polished, upscale vibe. While it feels like an upgrade, it doesn't come with a luxury price tag. From stunning atriums to elegant dining spaces, with tablecloths, by the way.
That's 1 point for me.
It's a step up that feels accessible. For cruisers who felt Carnival's atmosphere shifting, this is a welcome change. Another point in MSC's favor is that they run kids sale free promotions on a pretty regular basis, which is something you'll rarely ever find on Carnival. If you're cruising as a family like we do, this can be a game changer, saving you hundreds of dollars while still offering plenty of kid-friendly activities. Let's not forget about the casinos. MSC isn't as established with casino players, so their casinos are typically much less crowded, which means you won't have to fight to get a spot of your favorite slot machines or table games. And here's the kicker. MSC doesn't report your winnings to the IRS, but you should.
I'll think about that when the time comes.
But there's no tax paperwork for hand pays. On top of that, for casino comped rooms, you only pay a $200 deposit to secure your cruise, and it's refunded as onboard credit. For casino enthusiasts, this is a win-win. Let's talk about the pizza, because this one deserves its own moment. Unlike Carnival, which recently made the decision to shut down their late night pizza counter offerings after midnight, MSC keeps the pizza coming until 2 a.m. and sometimes even later. And it's some of the best pizza on the open seas. In fact, a lot would argue it's the best pizza on the open seas. Picture this, it's 1 a.m. and you're craving a late night slice. On MSC, you're happily enjoying fresh, hot pizza, but on Carnival, you're staring at the leftover buffet pizza trying to convince yourself it's not that bad. Spoiler alert, it usually is. One final thing to consider if you're a loyal Carnival cruiser who's thinking about giving MSC a try, there's one more thing you'll want to know. You don't have to start from scratch when it comes to loyalty perks. MSC offers a free status match program, which means they'll match the loyalty level you've earned with Carnival or any other major cruise line into their Voyagers Club. So all those years you've spent climbing the loyalty tiers with Carnival, you won't lose that progress. Instead, you'll get access to similar perks on MSC right from your very first sailing. It's a great way to try something new without sacrificing the benefits you've worked hard to earn, or at least spent a lot of money to earn. I've added a link down below in the description where you can request your status match, and it's a really simple process and only takes a couple minutes. And now that you know how to find a cruising experience that offers more of what you love at a price that makes sense, the next step is making sure you never overpay again. The bad news? If you skip this next video, you might end up spending way more than you need to on your next cruise. The good news? I've got you covered. In the video linked above, I dive deep into the strategies I use to score the best possible deals. Click it now and I'll show you exactly how to save big on your next cruise vacation. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, may your seas be smooth and your horizons wide. Bon voyage!